You take a seat right there.
Absolutely.
Sure, yeah.
I mean, I sit in here all the time. I'm like really good at it.
Yeah, just
Spend hours, sitting in this. So, do you want me to look here? Do you want me to him?
The lens, sir? Do not
I'm
spike the lens.
not entirely certain what that is.
We want to all get home to our families.
Not all of us have families, so.
How would you describe the job of a landlord?
Brother, let me tell you, it is. It's really involved. You know, it's tough, but it's rewarding. I gotta keep the pipes from freezing. You know, pretty much every winter, they freeze up. Nobody likes that, so I gotta figure something out about how to, you know. I haven't cracked that one yet. You know, I haven't cracked that particular egg, but I'm working on it. You know, I'll show you my blueprints later if you want to hang out after this. The lawn, I gotta keep that mowed. You know, it gets pretty wild in the summertime. You know, in the winter you got frozen pipes. In the summer you got grass. It grows up. I can't do anything to stop it. But you know, I gotta keep on that. You know, that's part of what I do. That's part of my oeuvre. The laundry machines, the washing machine, I gotta keep that maintained. Dryer, keep that maintained. The tenants use those. They use those like almost all the time. Wash their clothes. Whenever the clothes get dirty, they use the washing machine, the drying machine to clean them. So I gotta make sure that that's working. I often don't get a chance to use those myself. So I often have to just like flip my shirt inside out, but then it's just good. It's good for another couple weeks. That's what I always say. I say it every time. Quote me on it. I don't interact with people so much, you know, with people who can respond or talk back to me. I do a lot more interaction with like inanimate objects. You know what I'm saying? Like kitchen sinks, garden rakes, wheelbarrows.
Did you go to landlord school?
Landlord school? No, I didn't go to landlord school, sir. That doesn't exist. I applied for landlord school, but they told me that it's not real. It's not a thing. There's a math program that I could have went into, or like a language studies. I don't really understand that stuff. Seems pretty complicated. So no, I'm just a self-made man. You know, there's no landlord program, so I'll program myself with landlord stuff. I just, you know, I reach down, grab my bootstraps, pull myself right back up. You know, so that's where I am. That's how I got to where I am today and right here now. So, I don't get to meet as many landlords as I thought that I would when I got into this business. Kind of thought I would meet landlords at landlord school. I mean, I thought that's where. So I mean, what I've been doing, you know, what I did was I went door to door to different apartment buildings. You know, ring 00, trying to get the manager, get him to call the landlord, so I can, you know, meet landlords that way. You know, and then I finally get some FaceTime with him, be like, hey, I'm Erik, I'm a landlord, you're a landlord, let's mix it up, let's collaborate on some landlord stuff. You know, I'm always trying to learn, always trying to improve, always trying to grow as a landlord and as a person. I had a suggestion, you know, I told most of them, we should start a landlord club. You know, I think that would be really fun. I think that would be great. They don't think that as much. They tend to, like, say kind of really mean things to me. Instead of saying like, hey, Erik, what do you think about rent control? They say, hey, Erik, you suck. Erik, you don't even count as a real landlord. I don't even know what that means because I have tenants and I have a building that I manage. So, textbook definition. Look at the dictionary. Landlord, tenants, and building. I'm a person. I've got opinions and I've got ideas. And if you just listen, I mean, you could learn them. You could hear me out and just no. So I mean, I eventually lost contact with those excuses for landlords, and most other people really. I mean, do days go by where I don't speak to a single person the whole day? Yeah. Do those days often happen one after another, back to back, dozens of times in a row, consecutively? Yeah, that happens. Of course that happens. You know, what are you crazy? Yeah.
It's a lonely job then.
Lonely job. Yeah, okay, it's a lonely job, but Batman had a lonely job. And what's the difference between me and Batman? I've got a cave, you know. I've got a utility belt. I'm lonely, so yeah, just somebody's got to do it though, you know. And I'm that nobody. Somebody, fuck, moron, shit. Can I do that again? Cause it
cut, boys. It's a wrap. We got
cut.
It.
Okay,
We got
it's
it all.
great. So
Props.
are we? The rap party is that gonna be here? Are you gonna be here for that? Are you? Are we?
We'll wrap it up. Back to the studio.
Okay. I mean, people here with coming into my home, you know, just to see me, just to have a rap party at my house. So what's that sound? You hear that? Oh, it's just hell freezing over. It's hell freezing over. So my own personal hell. I'm in hell. I'm feeling good about this. I'm feeling great. I think we all came off pretty good. So yeah. When can I see this?